Happy Monday, happy October. It's your friend Mandy. And today we are going to do a mat Pilates workout. So all you need is yourself and your mat. That's it. If you're using my playlist, we're gonna hit play here as a team in just a moment. And let's have some fun. Most important, breathe through these things. If anything starts to feel like joint pain, bone pain, back out. Because we really should be feeling this in our muscles, okay? Yay! All right, so let's go ahead and hit play in 3, 2, 1. Hit it now. And we're gonna make our way over to our mat. Today we're gonna start on the floor. So go ahead and cross your legs, sit low, and then lower down to your back. We're starting with our feet about, I would say, shoulder to hip width apart. What I like to do is kind of use a tool, so I'll put my fist right between the knees here, and that's about the distance between my legs, and that's going to be about hip width apart. We're starting today with a pelvic rock, so bring the arms down to the sides, draw the shoulders down, and neutralize the neck. So unfortunately, if I do that, I can't look at you. It is what it is, right? I'm going to retract the shoulders down. What that basically means is I'm trying to draw the backs of my shoulders onto the ground and then really elongate the neck by starting to tuck the chin slightly towards the chest. The cervical spine or the upper spine is not going to be touching the mat. That'd be very uncommon, but would it happen for certain bodies? Sure. And then the next piece is I'm going to tuck my pelvis. And so you'll feel your low back begin to engage on the mat. Now draw the navel in and scoop. And that's going to be that nice, grounded low back. Let's do that 3 more times with breath work. Inhale to release, and exhale to push into the mat. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, and tuck. It's a very slight movement, so really pay attention to that for yourself. Last one. Inhale, and tuck to exhale. Beautiful. Keep that spine compression on your mat, and let's start to float the legs into table. So once we get into table, there's still that same distance of a fist between each of the legs. Draw the shoulders down and back, tuck the chin. So I'm kind of looking right beyond the kneecaps here. I'm going to start to tap my right toes towards the floor, inhaling down and exhaling up. The key here is to keep the same degree in the knee and the compression of the spine. So if you lose either one of those things, make sure you don't go as far. Drop the other toes and lift. Good, 1 more time each side. Inhale to lower, exhale to lift, inhale to lower, and now we're going to start to use both legs. If that's not working for you, stick to the alternating. Inhale the legs down and exhale the legs up. Good. 3 more. Inhale to lower. What I love about Pilates, exhale to rise, is there aren't a lot of reps. So inhale to lower and exhale to rise. We've got 1 more. Notice the knee degree is not changing here. I'm lowering the toes and they're not actually touching the mat because I have a pretty strong curve here and it's tough for me to do that. So I'll just do 1 more and then lift my legs back into table. Now this time let's zip the legs up and flex the feet. Good. With my knees directly over my hips, I'm going to start to float the arms over my chest. Draw the shoulders down and in. Exhale, I curl my head, neck, and shoulders up. I end up looking right between the inner thighs, and then inhale to release. Let's do that again. My low back is curled onto the mat. Exhale, lift. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Arms are straight. And release. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, prepare. And exhale, lift. Shh, like you have a birthday cake on top of the knees and you're blowing out the candles. Last one, inhale to prep. And exhale, curl up. Draw the shoulders down. And we're in the right position now for the 100. So we're going to extend the legs and point the toes. Legs are working together and they stay stationary here. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale. Shh, shh, shh. In, and out. In, and this is 3. Shh, shh. In, and this is 4. We're going to 100. In, and this is 50. In, and exhale out. in, and exhale. Beautiful. Last one. In, and exhale through the nose or the mouth. Bring the knees into the chest. Plant the feet again about hip width apart. We're going to start the arms over the chest. Now, I'm going to lift my hips up, so articulate the spine to rise into a bridged position. So I'm creating a straight line from my kneecaps through my hips all the way to the tops of my shoulders. I'm going to inhale, release my hips down to the floor, arms start to reach over my head. And then on the exhale, everything lifts. Beautiful. Let's do 4 more. Inhale, feel your spine articulating down. Let your hips be the last thing to touch the mat. Exhale, curl your way up. Notice if you're rolling to the outside of your feet. Try to keep your feet flat on the floor. This is the last 2. Exhale, see if you can get a little further with those arms maybe. Inhale, I reach my arms up. And exhale, stay right here. Slide the arms down to your side, snuggle the shoulders in, we're marching. I'm going to lift my right leg up. Notice the hips are not rocking. And then lift my left leg up, flex the foot. Last 2. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more time, both sides. Marching bridge. Now I've got bad news. We're going to do bridges, but they're going to be single leg. So plant both feet, keep the hips up. If you need to rest, feel free. But do notice that distance between earlobe and shoulder, press down through your palms really evenly. Really press down through your fingers. Take your right leg, extend it long, flex your right foot. Notice in the profile view, my thighs are parallel. You can even look down your chest and see it. I'm going to lower my hips down and exhale my hips up. Good, hips stay level, even though one leg is suspended. We have 4 total. This is number 2. Exhale to lift. Excellent. Number 3, draw down. And exhale to lift. Last one on this side. Inhale to lower. And exhale to lift. Stay lifted. I lower the heel. And I point the toe to rise up. Good. Lower, inhale. Exhale, lift. 2 more. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift. Last one. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift. Keep that leg in the air. Slowly set the hips down. Good. From here, I'm going to slide the opposite leg long and flex the opposite toes. My arms may have to adjust. Single leg circle. I go around the hip first. Exhale, rise up. Inhale and exhale. 2 more times in this direction. Inhale and exhale. Last one. And reverse that circle. Out, around, and in for 4. Out, around, and in for 3. Out, around, and in for 2. Keep flexing the opposite leg. Out, around, and in for 1. Good. Transitioning back to the first side. Slowly bring that knee into the chest. Set the foot down and meet it with the other foot. Do a quick check. Make sure your hips are still, or your knees are still hip width apart. Okay, we get into the second side. So press into the low back, draw the shoulders down, neutralize the head, neck, and shoulders. Exhale to lift the hips up. Okay, we've already done our bridges. Now we have to do our single leg bridge on side 2. So I'm going to start to extend the opposite leg, same width and same distance, meaning I'm keeping my legs parallel. And then I'm going to lower my hips for 1 and exhale, rise. Inhale, lower for 2. Lots of control here. Exhale, rise. The name of the game is not speed, it's precision. Last 2. Exhale, lift. I want to stay even, right? Last one. I don't know about you, but the second side is definitely harder. Lift up and hold. Good. I'm going to lower the leg down on my inhale and point to lift, exhale. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower for 3. Exhale to lift. Last one to lower, flexed. Point to lift. Keep it in the air. Slowly release the hips. Extend that leg long on the right. Anchor the right leg. Feel that right glute fire off as I'm flexing the right toes. Adjust the arms as needed. Let's point the toes. I'll go around, down, and in. Exhale, rise. 4. Inhale, exhale, rise for 3. Inhale, exhale, rise for 2. Keep those hips level. Inhale, exhale, rise for 1. Reverse the circle. Out, around, and down for 1. Out, around, and down for 2. Checking on your breathing. Out, around, and down for 3. And last one, around and down for 4. Keep this leg in the air. Bend the other knee and meet it with the opposite foot. Squeeze the legs together like they're one unit. And then my arms are going to slide right next to my hips. Draw my shoulders down and in. We're going for that circle, but it's double leg. So we'll go clockwise first. Around, down, and up for 1. You'll notice that circle's much smaller. Around, down, and up for 2. Good, we're going for 4 per side. Around, down, and up. Lots of control. Make sure that head's not bobbing around. Last one. And now we reverse the circle. Keep those feet even. Inhale, around, down, turn back time with share. This is 2. Exhale, rise. Keep the shoulders down. Last one. You got one more. Inhale, exhale, rise up. Good. Slowly bend your knees and we'll rock our way up to sit nice and tall. Once we're here, slide the legs so that they're about mat width apart. We're going to move into some rotation. We've done some extension, we've done some flexion, and now we're going to get into that rotation of the spine. So take the arms nice and wide, shoulders back and down. I'm going to twist towards you and pulse for 2. 1, spine twist. And then I twist away. Pulse 2 and 1. Good. Number 2. Exhale. Inhale through the center. Other side. And inhale through the center. Halfway there. Exhale, twist. Inhale, return. And exhale, twist. Inhale, return. Last one, both sides. Exhale, twist. Inhale, return. Other side. Exhale, twist. Adding on a spine flexion or saw. I'm going to twist to the side, saw off the pinky, look back towards that straight arm, and exhale, rise my way up. I twist to the opposite side, I round my spine, look back towards those palms, facing the sky, fingers, roll your way up. Number 2, exhale, twist, inhale, reach, exhale, rise, inhale, return. Exhale, twist, inhale, reach. Maybe you're getting a little further each time. Maybe that's the goal today. Exhale, twist for 3. Inhale, reach. Watch that shoulder in the back. Other side. Exhale to reach it back. And return. Last time, both sides. Keep flexing those feet. Turn on your seat. Sit tall. This is a game of posture. Last one, other side. And slow return. Beautiful. Bring the hands in front of the chest. Zip up the legs. Squeeze the legs together. And then I'm going to slowly roll my way down until I land on my back. Going for the full roll up here today. Flexing the feet, charge up the seat. Take an inhale. Exhale, start to curl my way up and over the legs. Really draw the navel back. Remember that scooping sensation? And exhale, roll your way back down. So the inhales are on the pauses or on the prep work. And the exhales are on the lift or the lower. So we're going to do 3 more. Take an inhale, compress that low back. Exhale, curl your way up. Look at my feet. I'm trying to keep them anchored into the floor. It's not always a success. That's why it's called working out, right? There's no such thing as perfection, even in Pilates. We're trying for it, but it's very tough. So last one here, take an inhale to prepare. Exhale, roll our way up, 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 and over the legs. Inhale, prepare, and exhale, roll your way down. When we're all the way down on the mat, grab for the right shin and lift the left leg to 45 degrees. Let's point both toes. I'm stacking my hands on top of that shin. I'm going to curl my head, neck, and shoulders up. Slow and controlled, I take an inhale to prepare. And exhale, single leg stretch. And switch. You can talk, but clearly not today. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Halfway there. And inhale. Keep that low back on the floor. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Notice the degree of the neck. It's staying the same. Single leg, straight leg stretch. Let's flex the feet for this one. Keep the low back on the floor. Keep that bottom leg lifted pretty high. Pull, pull, and switch for 1. Pull, pull, and switch. Pull, pull, and switch for 2. pull, pull, and switch. Pull, pull, and switch for 3. Pull, pull, and switch, we're halfway there. Pull, pull, and switch for 4. Pull, pull, and switch. Pull, pull, and switch for 5. I'm looking between those inner thighs, last one. Other side. And now I bring both knees in for double leg stretch. So I'm gonna hug both of my shins, lift my head, neck, and shoulders. There are 6. Inhale to reach. Exhale to pull for 1. I'm looking right at my groin. Big inhale. And exhale, pull. Good. Number 3, inhale. Exhale, pull. Halfway there. Number 4, inhale. Exhale, pull. If you need to rest, rest. Number 5, inhale and exhale. I'm going to give us a rest here in just a moment. Last one. Exhale, pull and hold. And release the head, neck, and shoulders for just a moment. Keep the knees in tight. Okay, double leg, straight leg stretch, and then crisscross. No break between the two. I'm going to extend the legs towards the sky. I'm just going to scoot down a little bit so I've got a little more space. Keep that low back on the mat. Hug the legs together. They're working as one. Okay, so from here, I'm going to stack my hands. I'm going to place my hands behind my head, elbows out of my peripheral vision. I'm going to lower the legs until my low back starts to feel like it's losing connectivity. That's how low we go. Flex the feet to rise. That's 1. Inhale, lower. Exhale, flex for 2. 6. Inhale, lower. Exhale, rise. Good. Keep pulling that navel in. Last 3. Inhale and exhale. I don't know about you, but I'm really feeling this one. Last 2. And exhale, rise. One more time. Inhale and exhale, rise. Good. I hug one knee into my chest. I send the other leg at 45 degrees. Bring the hands back behind the head. 6 of these. I twist over to my left and then the right. That's 1. Left and right. That's 2. Keep that back shoulder down. Inhale and exhale. Halfway there. Inhale and exhale. 2 more. Inhale and exhale. Keep curling up. Inhale and exhale and rest. Holy cannoli, I could feel that fire right here in my midsection, winning from the end to the beginning. So, counter stretch. Before we move forward, extend the legs all the way forward, reach the arms and arch the spine. That was the abs series. So if your abs aren't on fire and you're feeling it through your flexors, think more about curling up through that thoracic spine. Okay, let's hug the knees back into the chest, rock our way up to sit. We're preparing for roll like a ball, and you could absolutely make this harder, easier, etc. Make sure you've got some padding behind you, meaning you don't want to be doing this on hardwood floor. You'll notice my mat's pretty thick and my spine is a little bony. So, maybe you want to get a little more padding, maybe grab a bath mat or something. Okay, bring the knees in tight to the ribs and dome your back. Squeeze the toes and bring the insides of the feet towards each other. I'm going to roll back to the middle of my back and rise my way up, trying to balance off of my toes. Meaning the only thing touching the mat are my sits bones. I'm going to do that for 4 more. Inhale my way back. Exhale, curl my way up. Good. Inhale to roll back. Exhale, curl up. Nice. It should be rolling. If there's a little space, that's okay, but really trying to create a nice smooth roll back. Last 2. Exhale, rise. Last one here. Inhale, roll. Exhale, rise. Hold here. Progression, elbows to knees. Don't let them move. Heels stay close. We're just going to do 2 of these. Inhale and exhale. Roll my way up. Last one to inhale. Last one to roll my way up. You could stay here. V rocker. I bring the legs up to a nice strong V. They don't want to be too wide. Shoulders back and down, about shoulder width apart. I'm trying to find a nice tall spine at the top, but then I round, roll back, and rise my way up. Good. 2, roll back, and rise my way up. Let's do 1 more for good measure. Inhale, and exhale, rise my way back up. Then slowly cross the legs, and we're going to slide onto our hands and knees. Okay, so once we're at hands and knees, just take a quick check and curl the toes, knees about hip width apart. Inhale, I'm going to stretch the front of the body in my cow pose. And then exhale to cat. We're just doing this as a transition because we're rolling down to our bellies here. So go ahead and lie down on your belly. Bring the hands next to the chest and lower the forehead down to the ground. Take a few shoulder rolls here while the hands are aligned with the chest group. Then we're going to roll them in, around, and down for 3. In, around, and down for 2. In, around, and down for 1. Hold that retraction and depression of the shoulders. Charge up the glutes and press the pubic bone down. We've got 4 cobras. Take an inhale to prepare. Pull your navel off the mat. And exhale, curl my way up. Let the head be last. Lots of space between ear and shoulder. And exhale to roll your way back down. Last 3. Inhale, prepare. Turn the seat on. Exhale, curl your way up. Chin is last. And roll down. 2 more. Inhale, prepare at the base. Pull the navel, squeeze, and lift up. Last one here. Inhale, prepare at the base. And exhale, roll your way back up. Slowly release back down to the floor and turn your cheek to face the camera. Beautiful. From here, slide your arms long, and then we're going to clasp the hands behind the back, turn the palms to face up. Good. Press into the pubic bone. What we're about to do is a little advanced, so if you need to hold a towel behind your back, that might be nice. Make sure your neck isn't doing the majority of the work. So we're really working the erectors of the spine, meaning we're trying to get the mid-back really turning on here. Think rhomboids and mid-trapezius. Okay, so I'm going to inhale, just let my elbows flop open. It's a nice little stretch for my shoulders. And then on the exhale, my head neutralizes, my arms extend, and I push off the mat with my toes, chest, and I squeeze my shoulder blades together. Good, and then release down. We've only got 6, that's 1. Take an inhale, exhale, lift, and release, that's 2. Good, inhale, prepare, exhale, push, and release, that's 3, just 3 to go. Inhale, prepare, exhale, charge it up, look down at the mat, and release. Good, inhale, prepare, and exhale, extend. Inhale, prepare, last one here. Exhale, extend, keep the lift. Slide the arms all the way in front of you, palms face down, and we swim for 12, 11, 10, 9, shoulders down for 8, for 7, 6, 5, 4, lift a little higher, 2, 1, and we get a break. So hand comes next to the chest, press your way up and back, bring it into a nice little child's pose, counter stretch, and then once the arms can, reach back towards the toes and grab for the insides of the feet. Just shake your head out a little bit, maybe move your hips around a bit. Okay, we're going to do single leg kicks here, but we're going to make it into a little bit of a challenge regarding plank. So single leg kick today in our forearm plank. There's a couple ways to set up that forearm plank. I could bring my arms parallel, or I could stack my palms. One kind of embraces the other. This is my favorite. Everybody's shoulders are different, so set up how it feels good for you. All right, so we're going to start with our forearms on the mat, and then I'm going to make a fist with my right hand, and maybe I wrap it around with my left. First thing we want to notice is that the shoulder and the elbow are in the same plane, meaning I'm not too far back, and I'm not too far forward. That is very key here. And what's great is I have a camera so I can check myself before I wreck myself. And then I'm going to bring myself back so that I'm in this forearm plank with my feet about hip width apart. Okay, pull the navel in and squeeze the butt cheeks. Now we go for the single leg kick. We're going to do 5 per leg. Start with the right. I kick, kick, and point back. Kick, kick, and shoo. Good. Kick, kick, and point. Good. 2 more. Kick, kick, and point. Last one. Kick, kick, and point. Set the toes on the floor, adjust if needed, lift the other foot, kick, kick, flex, and point for 1. Kick, kick, flex, and point for 2. Kick, kick, flex, and point for 3. Kick, kick, flex, point 4. Last one. Kick, kick, and point. Set the toes down and lower the hips down. Take a quick rest. Notice if you were holding tension anywhere. And give yourself the credit. What I like to do is stack my hands, rest my hands on my forehead, or, reverse that. Bend your knees and just give your legs a little windshield wiper right to left. We're in a good spot. So from here, I'm going to bring my legs a little bit wider on the mat. So maybe I'm towards the corner edges of the mat with my feet. And I'm going to press my toenails and my pubic bone down. Okay, earlier we did Cobra, which was a great prep for what's coming now. I'm going to lift my forehead with my hands for 5 reps. So it's just the upper and mid back working here with the low back staying on the mat. Pull the navel in, squeeze the pubic bone. Take an inhale, prepare. Exhale, lift up. And inhale to release. Good, just a few more. Take an inhale. And exhale to lift and release. Good, just a few more. Squeeze. Pull the navel in. Exhale, lift and release. And you might even see that right foot kind of struggle busting, right? So it is what it is. Last 3. Exhale to lift and inhale. Goal is to get that chest line off the mat. It is what it is. Exhale to lift and inhale. I believe we have one more, so if we did 6, great. We'll do 7. Exhale, lift. And inhale to release. Okie dokie. Slide the hands next to the chest and press your way up to all 4s. So far, so good. We're going to move into a side series. So once you're in all 4s, just slide onto one side of the hips. And today we're going to come onto the forearm for the side series. So I've got my forearm and my shoulder again in that same plane. I'm going to bend my legs in this nice little fetal position. My top hand can come behind my ear. It can also anchor me right in front of the hips. Totally your call. I'm going to try it this way on this side. Maybe I'll do the other version on the other side. I wouldn't recommend you do different types of variations per side. So this is just for educational purposes, okay? Now from here, I'm going to start to lift the heel off of the bottom heel, flex the feet. So I'm internally rotating and releasing without changing the degree of anything else. Exhale, lift, inhale, return. Exhale, lift, inhale, return. Last 3. Exhale, lift, inhale, return. 2 more. Exhale, lift, inhale, return. Last 1. Exhale, lift, keep it lifted, meet it with the other foot. Nice. Now from here, I'm going to bring the knee away from the knee, the bottom knee. Lift and release. Bottom knee stays firm. Exhale, lift for 2 and release. Exhale, lift for 3. I'm flexing those toes. Last 3. Exhale, lift for 3 and release. Working that glute med. Exhale, lift for 2. Nice and firm through that rib cage. Exhale, lift for 1 and return. Good. Keep the knees together. Slide that leg long and return the knee. Exhale, long and return the knee. Good. 4 more. Exhale, long and return the knee. I don't know about you, but my shoulder is really firing off. Exhale, that's good. Everybody's working here. Exhale and inhale, return. Last 1. Exhale and inhale, return. Beautiful. I'm going to slide the legs long and bring the top foot right in front of me. I'm still on my forearm and it is burning. Now I'm going to lift that bottom foot and pulse it for 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, last bit on the side, I'm going to come into a little mermaid situation. So my bottom foot is behind my top foot. My bottom foot is behind my top foot. My top arm is going to come at about 45 degrees, bringing the chest flush to the side of your mat. Top hand comes to the top shin. Set yourself up really strong and tall. We're only going to do 3. It's a nice little mermaid side bend, one of my favorites. Exhale to spring and lift. Inhale to return. Exhale to spring and lift. Inhale to return. Last one on this side. Exhale to spring and lift. Inhale to return. Okay, we're going to the opposite side. So first thing first, I want to set my forearm up the same way I set it up on the first side. And I'm bringing my legs into this fetal position. Look at the rib cage. Turn the chest to be flush to the side. So option 1 was to have the fingers in front of us. Option 2 is to have the hand behind the head. So like I said, choose your variation, flex your feet. Now I'm just going to lift the top foot off the bottom foot. Lift and lower. 5. Lift and lower. Just waking up that outer hip. Lift and lower. Knees stay together. Last 3. Lift and lower. Good. Last 2. Lift, exhale and lower. Last one here. Lift and lower. Good. Now I'm going to lift that leg up, meet it with the other leg. So I'm balancing a little bit. Now my knees separate for 6. Lift and lower. It's like a clamshell. Lift and slow controlled release. Exhale and inhale. 3 more. Exhale. Take a look every once in a while. Just make sure you're in good posture. Exhale. Last one right here. Exhale and release. Now I slide that knee. Push that foot away from me. Return it. I'm flexing the foot. Push and return. Good. 4. Exhale it away. Inhale to return. 3. Exhale. I was like, what's after 4? And return. 2 more. Nice long spine. Exhale. The position's tough. Last one. Exhale that leg straight. Bring it back in. Set the knees down. Slide the legs long. I'm going to bring the top leg in. Sit up nice and tall. Bottom heel lifts. We pulse it for 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 10, 9, 8. Now if your hip is bothered by this, you can skip it. This is 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Slowly bring yourself into this nice little side set. Remember, bottom leg is behind the top leg, so look at it. And then my palm is about 45 degrees forward. I'm not at the beach, I'm at Pilates, so I'm kind of drawing the ribs in. And I place my hand on the shin of the top foot. We only have 3. Okay, I'm going to give myself a little more space. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, lift. And return like a springboard. Exhale, lift. And return. Adjust as you need. Last one here. Exhale to lift. And inhale to return. Okay, we're going to do a grand finale today. So for this one, we're going to meet on our bellies. Bring the hands next to the hips, next to the chest, and curl the toes. Draw the elbows in. So I'm going to show you 2 ways to do this. Option 1, you come from the toes. Option 2, you bend the knees. So I'm going to show option 2 first. So my thighs are on the ground, my forehead's on the ground, and my elbows are tight to my rib cage. I'm going to pull my belly button in and stick my butt out. And then I'm going to start to lift my way up to my knee plank, and then to my high plank, and then to my down dog. Okay? That's option 1. Option 2, I come from the toes. I extend my legs and turn my quadriceps on. Take an inhale to prepare. Exhale, push my way to plank. Inhale to down dog. Okay, we're only going to do 3 because I'm pretty nice today. So bend the knees, choose your poison. We'll do all 3 together. Take an inhale, prepare. Exhale, push your way up. Inhale to down dog. Exhale to plank. And inhale to release. Okay, again, take an inhale to prepare. Shoulders roll back and down. Squeeze your seat. Exhale, push. Inhale to down dog. And exhale to plank. Squeeze your seat and lower. Last one for the day. Take an inhale to prepare. Exhale, push. Press yourself to plank and to down dog. Once we're at down dog, bring the feet about hip width apart. And then I'm going to slowly but surely walk my hands back to my toes. Once I'm at the back of my mat with my hands right in front of my toes, I'm going to let my head get heavy and just kind of nod my head right and left and up and down. Bend one knee, keep those fingers on the floor, and we'll open twist towards the camera, wring out that top wrist. Hard part's over. Switch your sides, find a nice twist, look up at that palm, wring out the wrist, and slow return both fingers to the mat. Excellent. Tuck your chin and slowly roll your way up to stand. Once you're standing, take one step forward, and ta-da, you have completed today's Pilates challenge on the mat. I hope you had a great workout. I know I did. I feel lean, mean, and strong and ready to go. And of course, always let me know what you'd like to see happen here on the platform. Find me on YouTube, tell your friends, and anybody else that's willing to listen. And I'll see you soon. Thanks. Peace.